How are you, you old mule skinner?
Yo, check us out!
Why are we wearing bras on our heads?
What would you little maniacs like to do first?
Let's get started.
Parental discretion is advised.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. Iconic Australian actor Paul Hogan will star in the upcoming film The Very Excellent Mr. Dundee. It's an interesting concept in that the movie has Hogan playing himself and on the brink of receiving a knighthood from the Queen for services to comedy. His manager tells him, "Don't do anything to mess this up." However, despite all his best efforts, the next 6 weeks sees his name and reputation completely destroyed. More to come, I'm sure. If you saw Dennis Rodman on CNN last night and kept watching, I'm sorry, it's your own fault. The worm talked about Trump and Kim Jong-un and then completely lost it while talking about getting death threats after previously visiting North Korea.
I still kept going back. I kept going back. I showed my loyalty and my trustworthy to this country. And I said to everybody, I said, the door will open.
I remember you saying it. I remember you saying it. Let me ask you something. Does Kim understand English, Dennis?
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. When I said those things, when I said those damn things, when I went back home, I got so many death threats. I got so many death threats when I was sitting there protecting everything. And I believed in North Korea. And when I went home, I couldn't even go home. I had to hide out for 30 days. I couldn't even go home. But I kept my head up high, brother. I knew things were going to change. I knew it. I was the only one. I never had no one to hear me. I didn't know one had to see me. But I took those bullets. I took all that. I took everything. Everyone came at me, and I'm still standing. And today is a great day for everybody. Singapore, Tokyo, China, everything. It's a great day.
And now, a minute with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un.
Hello, American stupid people. It's Kim Jong-un. You scared? You should be. I don't like your country. You want no sanction against me? Here my sanction for you. There, that's for your stupid president. Flop top head. That funny, you laugh. Well, he buy his hair. Clown store. He look like a clown. That funny. You know what you call a clown in North Korea? Dead. Clown scared Kim Jong-un. I don't like them. Like that no Stephen King movie in your country. Eat. Take SH, put in front. That's what scared out of me. Scary talk make me hungry. Little Debbie's snack cake. Feel better now. Must go. Rich country of any clown.
That was a minute with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un.
Reports are North Korean leader Kim Jong-un brought his own toilet to the summit in Singapore. When he saw the toilet, President Trump said, "Oh, so you're planning on tweeting too?" Two former White House staffers revealed that they were paid to tape together important documents that Donald Trump had ripped apart. He has a nervous habit of ripping papers after he's read them. Apparently, he's got $1 billion. You'd think he could afford a decent fidget spinner. You know, everything I see happening in the political world looks so poorly staged. It's like the writers from Jersey Shore are in charge of everything. A prisoner in a New Mexico jail tricked authorities into releasing him by using the identity of another inmate. Kind of reminds me of how I got this job. The most well-known brothel owner in Nevada is running for a seat in the state legislature there. Kind of makes sense. He'll get to spend more time with his most loyal customers. An Air Force officer who deserted 35 years ago was found to have been living in California the whole time. Co-workers at Disney always wondered why the guy who played Dopey refused to ever take off his mask. Sonic Restaurants released its new pickle juice slush yesterday. You know, do Do we really need anything else to put us in a sour mood? A Mormon motorcycle club is holding its biannual rally in Utah this week. Their rally is somewhat similar to Burning Man, but without all the needless fun stuff. Teresa Giudice of The Real Housewives has fallen in love with bodybuilding, so I guess there is an upside to being in prison. Hey, vacuous women, nobody gives a Facebook has announced a new page called Memories that will show users photos from the past. It's better than the original title for the page, When You Were Thinner. Hey, Zuckerberg, you punk, nobody gives a and everyone can relax. IHOP isn't changing its name. It's just promoting its new line of burgers. The downside is you have to order burgers by the stack. Hey, IHOB, nobody gives a Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of the Reynolds Report for you every weekday. Be sure to check out NSS Live, starring Frank D'Angelo and his celebrity panel of guests, Tuesdays and Thursdays. NSS Live.